like 2 home runs.
As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone.
They're trying to put it already. Oh, 7 in the first inning? 7 in the first 2 innings? I wonder after I came back and hit in second. I took the score, man. 17. Push that signature up.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses.
Another home run. 4 or 5.
That nigga had like 8 shot attempts and actually hasn't shot the ball yet.
They'll start this drive going to the air.
He just shooting drop
Got his
shot.
man.
Oh,
He's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
18-foot ladies and shit.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure.
The amount of time that he plans for y'all,
and
the amount of money that
I can't give him these big short plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He got a fumble there.
Good pick up on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And it just seems like there's a little more oomph in a hit like that in a rivalry game, David.
Man, yeah, and you have to love it in these rivalry games when you get those big licks. And, Jesse, you make a statement. You make a point.
Yeah, you're right, David. I mean, I just feel like in rivalry games, everybody's playing a little bit faster. And I feel like the hits just hurt a little bit more. Your physical toughness will be challenged in rivalry games like this.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
16, so.
This is in when you're playing.
Quick handoff.
Get it. Yes, sir. There ain't no fumble, though. I mean, ain't no safety.
And there he goes.
Good shit, man.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. The give out of the gun. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Blasted as he lets it go. Quick completion to the right. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when he needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing.
On first down from their own 22. Maybe pick up a couple
drafted
down at the 24.
over the weekend.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single player.
Which is illegal. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Throws to the wideout.
Why you stop right there?
It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. And the Longhorns will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Wants to throw on third down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Red Raiders line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Texas!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
From the gun on third down. Quick strike complete. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
And the Red Raiders will have it first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the grab.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
The Red Raiders lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Motion from the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They stopped him cold in the backfield, and all he needed was inches on third down.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up fourth down.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Touchdown, Longhorns! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Great place to start for this offense. Quick completion on the out. Touchdown, Texas! A great catch and run for 6.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back. In this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Swings it out to the flat. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Second down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. On the move. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches.
Makes a grab past the marker. He's loose. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory. And I like
What the fuck is that?
Catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider.
Hey, what?
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
So now it's 2nd and long. The give on the inside. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
I'll tell you, when I hear Texas football, I think about Bevo and I think about great running backs, man. Earl Campbell, Ricky Williams, Jamal Charles, Bijan Robinson. This dude seems like he's the next guy in that long list of game breakers at the position.
He lobs one high down the left side. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this linebacker is all over the field in run support. When they throw the football, though, man, does he have great vision, and he breaks on the football. Look at him use it.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
You answer the question. I asking what? Oh, no. You gotta ask questions that you can answer a question. Nine.
He'll bring it out. It's Pena. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Going with the counter play here. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Breaks into the open. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown. But that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass.
Damn, good play call. Good defense. Good throw.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense.
Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Pena. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds the big tight end. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for a crease to the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
And the Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This quarterback is out of sorts at this point of the game, guys. He's already thrown 2 picks. His fundamentals are falling apart. He threw that last pass off of his back leg. This is not a good sign for this quarterback.
Turning it on. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. It's a draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. taking it the other way. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
He wants to start this drive with a pass.
Oh, come on, McKinney.
They dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the
Can't
connection.
do that, boy.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
I'm going for it, nigga.
And the Longhorns will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Can I come up this way?
Drummer right there.
Now he's going to send this one deep to the right.
Why is you coming
It's
back?
off, and that's number 10. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Fires to the right. Gets caught downfield. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock.
Yeah, they got the nigga Bono over there too, so they got 3 summers.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
4th down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it.
So what game did Penn State decide they were like me from?
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
Probably on a certain day, homecoming or goddamn.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit.
What Clinton ended up going to?
And the try is no good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous. That's going to wrap up the first half. Here now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway.
Did he interview bad or something?
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
No, I'm talking about Diego Parker, the quarterback from Vanderbilt. Like, he didn't get drafted, but I keep saying everybody said.
I don't even know him. They got the comeback.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible.
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Trying to take it back. Did some work on the return, and they mark him out of bounds right at the 20.
You want to talk about versatility at the linebacker spot, and this guy is it. He had 2 interceptions in his last game. That's his first pick in this one. He's good stopping the run. He can go sideline to sideline. He can blitz. He can spy. And, man, he is really good in coverage.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David. So this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. We got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games. You know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
Nigga trying to say everything in the sun, but my bad. I put your schedule up. They were trying to say,
the offense batting 500 on 4th down. They're 2 for 4 so far.
One game out of 2.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play.
Myers deep toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Dante, like the 5th nigga that was number 0 the last 2 years, Papa Achilles.
Play action. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he was going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
What defense you in right there, though?
With the perfect team walking around 2-0.
Okay.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
3 games left.
And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Nice job playing physical by the defense. That's a great job. He catches the ball, gets a yard, and the defense goes, no, sir, you go no more. And now next time he catches it, where's that dude at? We'll find him. Stay away from him.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're trying to eat up some clock here. Ninth play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the ground with the back.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
First of all, them bitches throw the ball.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Touchdown Longhorns! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. That might be the proverbial fourth quarter dagger as they try to finish off their 12th straight win.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah,
there he goes. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
God damn.
Give to the running back. Finding an escape route. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. His ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The contract.
They'll leave it with him.
Damn, man. Hey, man.
Just enough room to gain a couple.
I can't get a hit on this nigga.
34.
Oh, he got the 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Uncorks it. He's got it and more than enough for a first down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver or a tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. 3rd down play from the gun. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Unloads to the wideout. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late.
Yeah, I see him creating the challenge. That was made me actually.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The ball like a wrong
Here's
man.
the snap, looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Stop short. They'll bring him down at the 1. He just couldn't get it in. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
They don't. Shit.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25.
Oh, they're ABC, please.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
Yeah, called up.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. If there's time to pad the stats. And down he goes. Not sure about putting your quarterback in harm's way there, but that's going to do it.